What's going on, guys? I got a crazy one for you guys today. This is my old high school teacher. You guys have seen him on the channel before. Lucky for you guys, he trusts me with his hair. I had kind of a crazy idea. I wanted to do a middle part pompadour. I just wanted to attempt it. He's been wearing his hair longer. Kind of more of a regular pompadour, not really styled, but just a loose swept back look. So we're going to attempt a middle part pompadour. We got the hair saturated. We went ahead and sectioned it off. Here's the one side. We're going to go ahead and section the other side. We will set our perimeter by using block graduation, connect the top, get a nice loose style, and then we can come in and do some clipper work on the sides. Alright, so now we want to determine where our weight line is going to be, or where that connection from the sides to the top is. So we're going to do a little bit lower in the back. That's where that length is going to connect. And we're going to bring it a little bit tighter up on the side. So you guys just work our way around one side, then we'll come back to the back and work our way around to the other side. So you guys notice I've done a lot of scissor work videos lately, and you guys can see it is this same process. We just adjust where the perimeter is, connect the top, and if we want to leave some length in the front, we will. So if you guys want to learn some more scissor work, check out my other videos. You guys can tell some of the longer haircut videos have a lot more scissor work. We will take it down the middle, take it to each side. We're going to connect it to that line that we just cut in. So once we do that, we can work our way out and leave some length in the front. The longer you leave in the front, guys, the more you're going to get that flip up in that pompadour. So we're just going to start in the back and connect that and work our way up towards the front. Now normally we would take everything up and take that peak off in the middle, but because this is that middle part, I want to go ahead and leave it a little bit longer so we can really accentuate the middle part. After we get this cut done, guys, I bring him back out, I comb all that straight up and take that peak off from the guides that we cut on each side. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, like I said, definitely go check out those other videos. We're gonna do a loose blow dry just to get everything flowing towards the back, and then we can come in and do our clipper work. Now this is why I like this system, guys. We set ourselves up, we can come in with a number 4, connect to all that length on top. We're just basically gonna feed that clipper up into the perimeter that we created. I'm gonna hold some of that length out of the way to make sure that I don't cut all that off, because when we do blow dry that back, it's gonna lay back. But we wanna get the side down to a 4, and then basically we can do whatever haircut that we want up into that number 4. So we're gonna do a low taper, but we're gonna get the sides cut down to a 4, and then we can start our steps. We're gonna start out by balding out with our Slimline Pro. We're gonna punch the line in, bald out everything underneath, and then come in with our shaver and get that down the skin before we start our next step. Next up, we're gonna set our open section, guys. These are the Babyliss Snap FX with a taper blade. We're gonna go up about a ½ inch, set our open section, and then we'll start from the bottom and start to take that out. So I punched it in with the Slimline. I'm gonna scoop it out with the same trimmer. Then we can start with the clipper closed and then halfway open in the middle of the section until it's all blended together. Next up, we're gonna come in with a 1 guard all the way open and go up another ½ inch. We'll start to take the line out between these two sections with the 1 guard closed. Any line that's left behind after the 1 guard closed, we will come in with the ½ guard, and that should take out anything else. Now the ½ guard is halfway open. That is going to be the sweet spot, and you guys can see he has kind of a crazy tan line from his glasses, so we just have to trust our system and know that we're getting everything right, even if it looks a little bit inconsistent because of the tan line. Now we can start to connect everything else, so I'm coming in with a number 3 all the way closed, flicking into the number 4. We'll work our way down from there and work on that last guideline. Now I'm using a number 2 closed and coming in right below the number 3. Again, we're just wanting to soften up that line. I know that the number 2 is not going to take it out, and we're going to need our 1.5. Now I'm using the 1.5 halfway open, and that should take any line out between the open 1 and the closed 2. Now we're gonna come in and line up the C-cup. We wanna cut off as little as possible, but make sure that we get a nice sharp C-cup, and then we can move on to the other side. We're gonna do the same exact steps on this other side, so you guys follow along with the color guide down below. If you guys are curious about the snap FX that I'm using in the video, guys, I did drop an unboxing and review. I'm planning on doing another video soon to talk about how they cut. That was just kind of the initial unboxing, and they are available August 1st, so I've had a lot of people ask. You cannot get those yet. They had them available at the CT Barber Expo and at Orlando Premiere, but they will be out August 1st. And when they drop, guys, you will be able to use my discount code Seancutshair to save 10% on those snap FX. The clipper is $369 and the trimmer is $299, I believe, somewhere in that vicinity. But like I said, guys, you can save 10%. And don't forget, you guys can save 10% on anything on the Babyliss website or on the Custom FX app as well using that discount code. Now moving on to the back taper, we're gonna basically do the same exact thing. So I know I started with a number 4. I'm coming in right to the occipital bone with a number 3 closed and just connecting to that number 4, working my way down before we start our taper from the bottom. I'm gonna start my ball guide line with the Slimline Pros, just the same as the side. And you guys can see he has a lot of crazy growth down at the bottom. So I'm gonna do my best to cut all of that off without starting that taper too high. Now again, we're gonna make our open guide line about 3/4 of an inch up in the back. We have a little bit more room to work. We're gonna work across from one side to the other, set the guide line in, and then we can take the line out from the bottom. Now because we punched the line in with the Slimlines, we're gonna start off by scooping it out. Then we can move on to the closed clipper, half open clipper. Basically, wherever you are in this section is going to determine where you should be on the clipper. So if you're at the top, you should be all the way open. If you're in the middle, you should be halfway open. And at the bottom, we should be all the way closed. Next up, we're going to set our open 1 guide line, so another 3/4 of an inch up. We'll set the guide line in nice and clean, straight across. And in this section, guys, we will do open at the top, closed 1 in the middle, and the half guard we will use to take the line out at the bottom. Now we're almost done with the back taper. Remember, we worked our way down from the beginning with a number 3. So now we're gonna take a number 2 closed right up into the number 3. And the only line that we'll have left is between the 2 closed and the open 1. You guys should already know the 1.5 halfway open is going to be the sweet spot to take out that line between the 1 open and the 2 closed. So we're just going to work through that line, and then if we need to, we can continue to work our way down through the guards and clean up anything that's left behind before we move on. Now we're just gonna clean up the lineup, guys. Sometimes when you're doing the lineup before you do the taper, you will have to adjust. So we're just gonna come back through, clean up the lineup around the ear, make sure we got a nice sharp line around the ears and the back taper, and then we'll move on to the finished style. If you guys have not seen me use this already, guys, this is one of my favorite tools, the Gamma or StyleCraft Uno. It's just a small single foil shaver, and it's gonna allow for us to clean up next to our lineup when we're not gonna come in and use a razor. So you guys can also grab this. My discount code Seancutshair on Gamma or StyleCraft will save you 10%. Now I'm gonna apply some Statement grooming spray. We're gonna come in and do our finished blow dry. And I'm just basically trying to keep the middle part, get everything flowing nice and smooth towards the back and up in the front. And you guys can check out this crazy haircut. I'm gonna come in and apply Marmara Space Wax. You guys know this is my favorite dry look product, so we just wanna get a little bit more hold and a little bit of a finished style to it. So I'll come in and put this into the hair, use my wide tooth comb, and give it the finished style. Now guys, that is the finished cut. I hope you guys liked it. Like I said, when we got done with the video, we end up turning it into more of a regular pompadour, but this is a middle part. If you guys want to learn this haircut more in depth, I dropped almost a 40-minute in-depth tutorial on the Tomb 45 Academy, so check the link out in the description or go to tomb45academy.com. If you guys like this video, do me a favor, guys, smash that thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed. I got plenty of content coming. I'm about to go back to 3 drops a week. And leave me a comment down below, guys, and let me know what you think of this cut. As always, guys, I appreciate all of you that watch my videos, and I'll catch you guys next time.